Indian mythology is full of references to the disabilities and to the very positive qualities of those with such references. Lord Jagannatha, Balabhadra and Subhadra of Puri are fine examples. The idols are incomplete and they have no limbs, nor do they have ears, but they are worshipped with great piety by all. One of Lord Krishna's friends was handicapped. Those stories of social disabilities are found in many Puranas. There is a temple in Tamil Nadu who have God who is hard of hearing, and the devotees clap their hands and make noise to draw his attention so they can offer prayers. Mukambika of South Canada has chosen to be mute. In this play, we see the most popular story of Lord Vinayaka, who, as we see him, is disabled by combination of factors. However, God is a great remover of all obstacles, a God with tremendous powers, and has to be worshipped first before any other gods. Now, the play, The Different Deity Ganesha.
Move aside, son, and let me pass.
Please excuse me, my lord. My mother's strict orders are not to let anybody in.
Your mother's orders? Don't you know who I am?
How can I not know? My pranams to you again.
You do know I am Shiva. Don't you also know I am the husband of Parvati? Parvati, who gave you your birth and breathed life into you.
My mother's strict orders before she went to bed were that I must let no one in.
She did not expect me to return so early. Or he did not strike her that this idiot would stop her husband at the door.
Please forgive me, O Lord Shiva. Mother's strict orders are to keep everybody out. Everybody. That would mean you also. Yes, even the Lord Parameshwara.
If Parvati is your mother, then I am your father. Now I order you to step aside and make way.
I would gladly obey your orders if your orders did not contravene with my mother's orders. No, it is impossible now. I will not let you in.
What impertinence! I am furious!
Please calm down, my lord. Have patience. I am only obeying my mother's orders explicitly with my bowed head.
I will sever that very head.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Oh! Oh! What have I done? In my passionate rage, I have beheaded the dear son of Parvati. Oh, my Ganas! Rush immediately!
Rudraya Namaha.
Rush immediately and get Dhanvantri, the doctor, to the gods. Hurry!
Oh, what have you done? Oh, Parameshwara, what have you done? The dear boy only followed my words, literally and obediently. How did you become so angry with the little child? What test are you setting for me now? Why am I being subjected to this tragedy?
Please forgive me, Girija. Even I am blinded by intense rage. I lost my senses. But Shailaja, when I heard your shriek, my anger left me. I repent my mistake. I have sent for Dhanvantri. Oh, here he comes. Guru Dhanvantri, in my anger, I have beheaded this boy's head. Please rectify my misdeed and put it back.
Dear Lord, how can I undo what you have done? Nobody can ever do that. Who can counter Lord Shiva?
Please don't say that, Guruji.
There must be some antidote,
Some alternate.
some solution.
Please find it.
Lokamate, we have to find a way of continuing Shiva's action without countering it. Perhaps if we can find an alternate head, we can fix it on this body with Shiva's permission and blessings.
Guruji, do whatever you want to and save this boy.
He is starting the blessings, but he was too post-haste. Please send your Ganas to search all over for a head of somebody who died facing north, head facing north. Please.
Ganas, rush immediately and seek a head lying facing the north. Hurry!
With the head facing north. This here is the head of that elephant.
What? You found only an elephant head.
Shall we go and search some more?
No. We have no more time for that. We can't. If we wait too long, we might have to give up this boy for last.
Oh no, that cannot be accepted. Impossible.
Guruji, do what you must and save this boy.
That is Shivalila. Ganesh, please fix that elephant head on this boy's body. There need be no anxiety. Because of Shiva's blessings, all his knowledge, skills, and abilities will remain intact. He's alive! He's alive! He's reborn! Right.
Matradeva Baba, my obeisance to Mother Parvati.
Come, child. My son, I am so happy that you are alive and healthy. Even if you have an elephant head, I hope your Buddhi and Siddhi are intact. May you be the Lord of Buddhi and Siddhi, mind and achievement.
Siddhi Vinayaka Namaha, Buddhi Pradayaka Namaha.
Dear Father, my obeisance to Lord Shiva.
Dear son, you have conquered the obstacle of my anger and are now gloriously alive. May you be the remover of all obstacles everywhere.
Om Vigneshwaraya Namaha.
Gurudevo Namaha, my obeisance to the healer and the teacher.
Lad, the Ganas help your recovery. May you be the Lord of all Ganas.
Om Ganeshaya Namaha.
Parvati, even my anger and wrong action in rage have done some good. Young Vinayaka, who was then only your beloved son, has now become my son also. The blessing of you and mine will remain on him, and he will be worshipped by all for all time.
Om Ganapataye Namaha.
Come, let us all celebrate and dance.
Is in turmoil. Tempests, thunderstorms, earthquakes. People are shouting for help and are in panic.
Om Namah Shivaya. Oh, Parameshwara.
Lord Shiva, hurry, hurry. Only you can save us now.
Hurry and make haste.
Lord Shiva, please raise.
Give up your meditation.
Parvati, our dear Mother Parvati, arise.
Save us all from this havoc.
Why are you so afraid? What havoc is there? What is the matter with Parvati?
Dear Lord, only you know what is wrong with her, or she knows.
But
The whole world is in turmoil.
how can there be any goodness in the world if the great mother Adishakti herself sits alone in intense sadness?
Only you can pacify her.
Only you can quench her sorrow.
Please, Lord, come to the rescue of the world. Please, hurry.
Who can predict what disaster will befall on all of us if you don't hurry now?
All right. Come, let's go and see Parvati.
Here she is.
You may all go now. Parvati! stone figure? You should invest the stone with energy and make it the picture of Adi Shakti. But Shailaja, why have you imbibed yourself with the stone lethargy instead and become a dead stone image yourself? Please speak up.
Woe to me.
What do you mean? What is the use of conceding you are a dead stone now? Why is this so? Please speak up.
Lokesha, you have 3 eyes and can see all the 3 lokas. Also, you are a Trikala Gnani. Can you not see and understand everything? Can anyone hide the deepest thoughts and concerns from you?
Can Adi Shakti herself, the Triloka Mate, have any cause for sorrow? If you become inactive in melancholy, then I will also need to know the cause of your sorrow. Now, please speak up.
You do insist on hearing it from myself, don't you? Is not my sadness simple and obvious? How can I, a mother, bear to see her son's handicap? Poor Ganesha.
Handicap? Do you think Ganesha is a handicapped child? Is that the cause of your worry?
Is he not handicapped? When all the other gods are so handsome, why should my child be with the head and face of an elephant? Why should he be a Gajavadhana?
Your son. Is he not my son too? Is he not a brother to Shanmuga? Is Ganesha not my son? Just as Shanmuga Muruga is my son?
Are they the same? Are they equal? Kumara is so handsome. But poor Ganesha, should he alone have an elephant head? Could Muruga not have given one of his 6 heads and been a Panchamukhi himself? And now you are asking if Gajanana is handicapped. How can you?
Shakti, your motherhood has become very great and it has blinded your eyes and mind.
Not just those. My heart, my soul, all are blinded. All my strengths are crippled. I am totally handicapped myself. What else will happen if my son is handicapped, if he is different?
Parvati, let me remind you that I also have a share in his life. Are not both the mother and father equal partners in care of their children? They should both be responsible.
Yes, they should be equally concerned. But you do not seem to be bothered. The question that troubles me so much does not seem to have even touched you. You go about your affairs with no bother. Are you worried in the least about him? It is all my karma, my fate. Why should it have happened to me and my son? Perhaps it would have been better if his life would have ended on that day itself.
Enough! Your worry is going to extremes. You are accusing me of not worrying enough about him. You are complaining that I am rejecting him and neglecting him for his handicap. But here you are overdoing your worry, and by that you are undermining them or underestimate them by their handicap.
Undermining them? Do you also not understand the depth of my sorrow for him? Why am I so cursed? How have I sinned?
You and sin. Girije, you are not being the Adi Shakti now. You are talking like a mere mortal mother. Take some time and look at Ganesha keenly again.
Have I not seen him enough?
No, not as you do every day. Look at him differently. True, he is different. He is not like everybody else. But he is not worthless. Look at the elephant head of his again. Look at the small, narrow eyes. Look at the sharpness in those eyes. Look how bright and shining it is. What a wonderful voice he has. Talk to him and soon he will talk with good resonance. Look at the charm and glory in his face. Look at his inner strengths, powers. Appreciate those strengths. Let them blossom. After that, you cannot undermine or underestimate the value of their achievements.
Dear Hara, you are right. He has many strengths and powers. But he is handicapped nevertheless.
Parvati, you are seeing only the difference and seeing him as a handicapped child. Since when does a handicap disturb you? You have been married to me. You have treated me with great love. Am I also not different and a handicap?
Do not remind me of things past.
Yes! Think again of me. I am Neelakanta, the one with the blue throat. I am covered with ash and snakes are my ornaments. I live in the graveyard. I am also different. I am not like everybody else.
But your difference is different.
How? Why does a difference in a sun strike you harder? Don't you remember, Girije? When you were meditating for me, I came to you like a Brahmin youth and mocked at Shiva and his deviations.
Dear Hara, how can I ever forget your games then? I also remember that when you prayed with some ash and threw it at me, all your illusions and masks vanished. Do you remember that?
Don't I? Is that not how Girija Kalyana happened? You, who accepted my differences then, and now, you should not worry about Gajanana.
Parameshwara, there is a difference between your deviations and his. You opted for your differences. If you had wanted them, would have difficulties to get clothes? Could you not find ornaments? The whole of Kailasa was available for your home. But you chose the graveyard. Your throat turned blue for the well-being of the whole universe. Your differences make you much more special. But Ganesha's deviations are not of his choice. It is thrust on him. It is a burden to him. You are different. Everybody cannot become Shiva if one just smears ash on the body without any clothes.
True. But they do not become despicable. Parvati, it is wrong to find fault in one just because one is different from others or one is not as desired. You should value them according to one's quality and strength. Another important thing, Girije, one does not become God just by dress or ornaments. They should have special strengths, powers, characters. Intrinsic powers are more important.
What are you trying to say?
Every mother must look at a different handicapped child and treat the child with respect and love. Every child needs love and respect from their parents and caregivers.
Are you implying that I do not love my child? Is my worry not a sign of my intense love?
Worry is not indicative of love always. It is more a sign of disrespect than of love. Worry is more a sign of indifference towards the child and of self-pity for the mothers. First, you should learn to respect the virtues and strengths of our son Ganesha.
The three Murtis are united in worry and concern. Srishti, Sthiti and Laya have stopped and worlds are again in turmoil.
ignore your duties, what will happen to the 3 lokas? Srishti, creation stops.
And there will be a population depletion among the humans.
And all across the animal world. On top of that, there is no protection, no sustenance.
Sthiti is totally gone. There is no maintenance and sustenance.
And there is no Laya. Laya is asleep. There are no deaths. The aged are not dying. The sick are not dying. All animals have become immortal. The population is growing. All the food that is grown is eaten by the mice, rats, sheep and the wolves. Human beings are not getting any food. All morals, rules and regulations are lost. The promise
of Sambhavami Yuge Yuge has become a mere election slogan.
Arise, Trimurtis, assume your individual identities.
Trimurtis, assume your individual identities. Trimurtis, assume your individual identities. Om Namah Shivaya. Shri Vishnue Namaha. Om Brahmaya Namaha.
Trimurtis, when you are combined into one, anyone's concern affects all of you at once. You all worry together.
Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu. Now please ask Shiva what is his worry at present. Shiva, who counseled Parvati so well, is now so perturbed. What can one do? Please find out what the matter is.
Hara, tell us, what is bothering you now?
Hari, what can I say? Have you seen Gajanana recently? He's growing fatter and fatter.
Lord Shiva, you who should be spreading wisdom cannot become inactive and sit idle like this. This is not proper.
Brahma, so many parents come to you seeking solace and answer. Don't you know their concerns? Parvati started making a beautiful doll. She liked and admired it so much so that she instilled breath in him and gave him life. He became a beautiful, charming young lad.
Yes, he was an eyeful. His good looks are still fresh in my memory.
His beauty then still haunts my mind. But my boy got his elephant head because of my folly.
Hey Ishvara, you know that self-recrimination is wrong.
True, you are right, Prajapati. I learnt my lessons long time ago. I said it now only incidentally. My boy got his elephant head because of me and became a Gajavadana. But now, because of love and care of Parvati, he is becoming a Gajodhara also. He now has an elephant belly also. She keeps feeding him so much. Always. He is gobbling up 21 kinds of goodies. Even though if he feels he had enough, she thrusts and put down his trunk.
Well, it was you who advised her that she should love him dearly.
Yes, I said that. But love does not mean stuffing him with food always. Food, and more food.
Need not be given. But for many mothers, love only means feeding a child, adorning their child with expensive clothes and ornaments.
The greater the cost of the vestments, they think greater is the love expressed. However, I did not expect that Parvati would be like this.
Oh dear girls, please stop him. Ganesha is coming this way on his mouse. Om Ganeshaya Namaha.
My respects to the 3 great Murtis. You were thinking of me and here I am. Why did you summon me in your thoughts?
Gajanana, come. Lambodara, what is this? Look at your appearance. Why are you dressed like this? You are mounted on a mouse and you wear snake for a belt?
We should not let the mice and snakes have their way. If they are not kept under control, they will spoil all our food and spread diseases. So I thought it is important to show by an example. If mouse is a vehicle carrying me, I keep him under check by keeping an eye on him. So this would show people how important it is to control the menace.
A noble intention indeed, but beware and save your modakas and kadubus, all your goodies.
True, even the gods have to be alert. You see how I hold my hand high above the mouse with the good food in it. If the mouse is in Cochin, my hand is in Pune.
Dear lad, you are a Triloka and Trikala Jnani. You know all about the three lokas and the three kalas.
But we are surprised that you have still not conquered your anger. What was your quarrel with Chandra, the moon?
And that Rishi, Shundilya or Shandilya, whoever, he became a tree. Ask about that also, Hari.
Keep quiet, Gana. Gajanana. What was your argument with Chandra? You have even given him a curse. A severe curse on the poor Ambuli.
Respected Trimurtis, please listen to me. It was like this. Bravo! Tiny you are, but you are still able to carry my weight with undiminished enthusiasm. Small in size, but you have immense strength. All people should recognize that treating people based on size and shape is wrong. One should provide importance to the strengths of an individual. Bravo again! Hey, you little rodent, hold it! A little praise goes in your head. Even I am finding it difficult to control it. Hold it! Hey, rat! What have you done? You ran helter-skelter and made me fall down. You cannot come to halt at that speed. This serpent was the cause of an obstacle in the path of Lord Vigneshwara himself. I have ordered the snakes to eat the mice and keep their population under control. But should the snake come and frighten my own vehicle? Why this? Is this a ploy to underline the importance of pest control? Who was that? Who laughed like that? Today is my birthday, the Chauthi. Chandra, was it you who laughed and mocked at me on my birthday rather than greeting me? Is that not arrogance and impertinence?
Look at yourself. Your avatar, your appearance. Your stomach is overgrown. You're not even taking time to chew your food. You're only gulping it down your throat and swallowing it whole. Look at all the food you ate, which is now spilled all over. Look at all the mini modakas, the kadubus and all the other food. Should there be not a limit even to good and tasty food?
Wait. First let me stuff all food back in my stomach so that I can digest them later. Hey, you serpent, come here. You be my belt. You keep all food in and keep reminding me to eat in limits. You were the reason for my belly burst, so now you keep it in control.
This is even more fun. This is even more colorful. Your father uses snakes for ornaments, and for you now it's a necessity.
Chandra, receive my curse. You laughed and mocked at my expenses on my birthday. Let no one see you on Chauthi. For if they do so, they will face the accusations of misdemeanor. You are so proud of your good looks, right? Let your face be disfigured by a scar which can be seen by the people on earth. And let your brightness wane every fortnight.
No. Please forgive me, Vinayaka. Please do not be angry. I only laughed at the situation. Your snake, which was charged with the control of rat menace, thwarted your vehicle. And now it has climbed up to your body. Though it looks like binding your belly, it has bound itself permanently to you. And your rat, your vehicle, it tried to show off, stumbled, bursting your pot belly. See, you yourself cannot control your laughter now. Now that you are calm, do you still forgive me?
You are right. I was in undue haste, but I cannot resign the curse once pronounced. It cannot spare anyone. But in times to come, Lord Krishna will be accused of stealing the Shamantaka money. He will regain it, return it, and will be absolved. Those who hear this story will be spared from my curse.
Oh, thanks. I'm spared of the trouble on your birthday. Will you not spare me the disfigurement and cyclic nature of my brightness too?
No, let that continue. Let people understand that handicap can affect anyone and at any age. Let people learn to love and respect the handicapped. Let no one mock or undermine an individual with a difference. Trimurtis, this is what happened.
And that Shundilya or Shandilya?
He and his friend mocked at my differences. My curse will be on anyone who does not respect the individual with differences or the handicap.
We should respect the different. We should help them as they need it.
But help only as much as it is essential. Do not overdo your help.
They should be allowed to gain their self-respect and confidence.
Ganesha, come here. How I wish you did not have to be handicapped yourself to make all these points.
Father, what is this? Is this the kind of statement you must be making? See how your putra vyamoha or love for your own son can rob you of your senses. We can communicate better through examples.
Dear lad, what you say is true. Even us, gods, need to learn a lesson from you. Look at your father. See how he has clouded all our minds by being over worried that you have been growing too fat. All because the way your mother has fed you. Come, let us go to your mother. Shiva, you join us later. Brahma, you come.
Om Namo Parvati.
My son, come. Ganesha, what is this? What did you do to yourself? What happened to your belly?
His pot belly burst. Dear Parvati, we came here to discuss the very issue. Ganesha, you may go now. It is not proper to discuss you in your presence.
Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma, my respects to you. Please forgive me for not paying pranams to you earlier.
Shiva, we all know the great intensity of your love towards your child. Shiva did counsel you well in this regard. But still...
But what? Have you found a lacuna? Any shortcoming in my love?
No, Shiva, but the manner in which you are expressing your love is wrong. By feeding him and overfeeding him, you have pushed him to the accident that occurred today.
Look at his belly. Your husband made a mistake, and due to that, he became a Gajanana.
And now you have been erring, and he is becoming a Gajodhara also, as your husband says.
What? Owing to my mistake?
Patience, Parvati. Patience. Don't get excited. The disabled need love, and that is true enough. But if it is too much, instead of becoming independent, they become over-dependent on others. The overindulged child becomes a victim instead of conquering his circumstances.
In short, it was wrong for me to have fed him?
It looks like that. Does it not? If the feeding was within limits, would he have bloated like this? He did not need only food and more food. A child needs food, but has to be within limits. Instead, we need to pay more attention to their internal strengths and powers.
To bring out and to help let them increase. Instead of being concerned about their disabilities, we must pay greater attention to their residual potential abilities. We should encourage them, nourish them, and improve them. And that is true love.
How true. If we let their strengths grow stronger, then they will not be dependent on us forever.
Yes, they are free of us and we are free of them. Both of us are free of the burden of the handicap.
Both of us can overlook the disability and attend to the other duties.
Yes, Mahamata. Now, you can set an example to all other mothers.
Vishnu, keep an eye on my boy always from now on. You will see how he grows.
Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shivaya Namaha. Here comes Lord Shiva and we come with him. Om Parvati Namaha. You look very exhilarated today.
It seems that she has understood the true Mahatma, the real worth of our son Ganesha. Vishnu and Brahma, it's all thanks to you.
We did not do much.
We only explained what we observed.
She contemplated on her own and comprehended.
Parvati, I'm so glad now. Let us together work to increase Vinayaka's strengths and powers to his all-round development.
In the future, he must get the Agra Puja, first worship,
And all the others are to be worshipped after his worship. Or else there will be obstacles or vignas.
If Vinayaka is worshipped first, everything will go smoothly. He will be a scholar among the scholars. He will be a comforter of the helpless and a remover of their misery. And
he will be a God among gods.
He will be a role model to the different, disabled and the handicapped. He will be their support and he will be their leader.
Om Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Ganapate Namaha.
Our team to introduce themselves. Actually, the brochures gives their names, but then where?
I, Suprita Aitar.
I'm Swati from Aish. Akhila.
Nike Gnanateja.
Santosh.
Rajarajan.
I'm Dhanush, yes.
Ashwini J.
I'm Dhatri. I'm Sandhya.
I'm Indira.
Actually, the person who is looking after our lights and the sounds is Sam. Is there? We are very proud because this group has students of speech and hearing from JSS Mysore and the Aish Mysore, and also not just students, faculty and the research scholars and a whole gang as that. And I've always felt speech and hearing students work very hard as students, but they also work very hard in extracurricular activities. They have been winning laurels in all intercollegiate competitions in Mysore, and I suppose elsewhere also. So I congratulate all of them, and we thank you for having us.